things to physically purify yourself, like will they help me to like purify myself like mentally and spiritually in order so that I can move along the spiritual path like smoother and faster? Like, is that a thing? Because I know you guys mentioned like veganism and stuff like that, but you guys haven't really like gone in depth to talking about it. So I was just wondering like like would like physical purification actually like spiritually purify?
There's nothing inherently good or bad about anything, Ricky.
Depends.
Like depends. It all depends, right? Like for Tom, eating meat is his key to dissolving or repatterning his conditionings around our veganism. So it looks different for everyone. So like I'm not saying you should or should not be a vegan. I'm just saying like it depends on your own situation. And for someone like for example, I used to be a sex addict, right? For me to repattern that for it is to like not have sex with a different girl every week for a while, right? But that doesn't mean that sex is inherently bad. But then once that process of purification is ratified to be like the ultimate thing that's gonna save you, or if your identity is attached to it, say like, okay, I'm just gonna do no-fap. I'm suppressing. Now I have this identity of a no-fapper. I'm suppressing it, which like for a while, yeah, I'm celibate. But then if I'm not addressing the core issue, I'm just suppressing it. And then I get into an environment, I go to a club, boom, all that stuff comes up. But then for me, it was useful for de-escalate for myself from just having one night stands like every week for a while. That worked for me. But then that's not the point. The point is to allow those patterns to de-escalate so they can repattern. But once you start to stress about that and then that creates its own start to become its own pattern, then you're actually just reinforcing the opposite view, which is the same thing as reinforcing that view itself. Whatever view you're trying to get rid of, now you're just substantializing the opposite. But do you recognize this is what you're doing? All right, there's nothing really good or bad about fabbing, no fabbing, porn, anything. Like Mei Chen, our coach, said, you can be completely pure while you're like watching porn. You can be completely impure when you're abstinent, meaning that you can feel like you're split completely when you're being like abstinent. Like as Tom said, he was a vegan, but then he felt that pain, that split, even when he's doing what he thought was pure. So it's all contextual.
Yeah, so like I guess it's like it doesn't really matter what you actually do. Like even if
How
you're
your
like,
relationship to it. Yeah. Yeah. Do you recognize this is what
oh,
you're doing,
okay.
your relationship to it? Like, do you recognize this is what you're doing? That's more important than the actual thing that you're doing.
So
Guys,
can
we've
I
only
ask
got a
like
couple of
one
minutes
last
left.
question?
So, Vicky, if it's really quick, Vicky, because Anders has been waiting. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. So like I guess sexual intrusive thoughts, so should I be celibate?
I think that's something that you're going to need to figure out in your journey,
Yeah,
Vicky. We're not going
you
to.
need to figure that out for yourself, right? Yeah, yeah. And there's no like,
Oh.
one size fit all. That's the thing about spirituality. There's no we
And
think there is
that's
one size fit all. Yeah, but then there isn't.
and in
Okay, okay.
modernity we want we're used to, oh, let me go to YouTube, let me go to Google, let me find the answer. I want this answer. I want
Yeah.
it now. And
Hmm.
what you
That's the
find
affliction.
is what,
Don't
yeah, that is an affliction itself. And what you find is
want to
that
accept this present moment. Yeah.
this is what resting and recognizing is about. And it will unfold like a flower will unfold. You cannot force it. You have to, that's the rest part. You must allow it to purify itself by resting with it, and then your answers will come, and you will see the the conditioning that you know are essentially arbitrary and neutral that led to your particular set of afflictions, but neither good nor bad.